but now they have compromised and taken notice of these days.
Now
Why?
they compromise and take notice of the days through the God of victory. Go ahead.
Why? Because it is a part of the satanic deception. You cannot divorce Christmas from Saturnalia with its tree worship, laurel, holly, mistletoe, cakes, and wine, nor from Easter with its hot cross buns, cakes to the Queen of Heaven, asterisk, bunnies, and the show of pride.
All
All,
this is through Nicolaitan Nike. Go ahead.
all these were and still are part and partial of the Babylonian doctrine perpetuated in the Christian churches today.
Whoa. Perpetuated through the Christian church. It says, go up a little bit from where you was at. It said when Satan deceived them.
Um, even the independent churches, when they were originally come out of the worldly churches, had repudiated Christmas and Easter as pagan holidays, but now have compromised and taken notice of these days. Why? Because it is part of the satanic deception.
Satanic deception. Hold that right quick. I'm going to read Revelations 12 and 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So this is part of his deception through his shoes, through this clothing company, through the TV, through the radio, through advertisement. He deceives the whole world. So he got most of the people in the NBA, most of the people in the NFL around the world wearing Nike. And the Most High is detesting them. He's looking at them in a scornful way. Now I know people are saying, but I know but they don't know. Hosea 4 and 6, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. So don't pass this off and think like it's all right. I'm going to just keep it, it's just clothes. It's deeper than that. And I'm going to show you. It's much deeper than just clothes. Go ahead.
You cannot divorce Christmas from Saturnalia with its tree worship, laurel, holly, mistletoe, cakes, and wine, nor from Easter with its hot cross buns, cakes to the Queen of Heaven, asterisk, bunnies, and the show of pride. All these were and still are of part and partial of the Babylonian doctrine perpetuated in the Christian churches today.
That's flat out, plain and simple. Through Nike, most of the world who think they doing something, rappers, entertainers, they wear this brand faithfully. Faithfully. Now, we're going to go to back to the Apocrypha. Second Maccabees 4, we'll start at 7. Second Maccabees 4, start at 7.
Second Maccabees 4 and 7. But after the death of Seleucus, when Antiochus called Epiphanes took the kingdom, Jason, the brother of Onias, labored underhand to be high priest, promising unto the king by intercession 80 talents of silver, and another revenue 80 talents.
So this is a lot of money back then. Go ahead.
Beside this, he promised to assign 150 more, if he might have license to set them up a place for exercise.
A place for what?
A place for exercise.
A place for exercise. This is sports. Go ahead.
And for training up of the youth in the fashions of the heathen.
Of the youth in what?
In the fashions of the heathen.
Oh my goodness. Back then, so he trained them got the youth to fashion themselves after the heathens. Go ahead.
and write them of Jerusalem by name of Antiochus, which when the king had granted, he had gotten into his hand the rule, and he forthwith brought his own nation to the Greekish fashion.
To the Greek is fashion. We just read that in Greek mythology, that's where Nike come from and all this Zeus stuff. So he making them, he causing them to go into the Greek fashion. Go ahead.
And the royal privileges granted of special favor to the Jews by the means of John, the father of Epolemus, who went ambassador to Rome for amnesty and aid. He took away, and putting down the governments which were according to the law, he brought up new customs against the law.
Against the law. So right there, he brought new customs up to go against the Most High's laws. Go ahead.
For he built gladly a place of exercise,
A place of what?
a place of exercise
Go ahead.
under the tower itself, and brought the chief young men under his subjection, and made them wear a hat.
Put the chief of the men. This is the top people, and made them wear a hat. Now we don't know what kind of hat it was, but just think about the most hat that we wear right today. Probably some kind of baseball hat. Right. The best athlete. Not the regular ones. This is your Jordans, Kobe, LeBrons, the top ones that he got. Go ahead.
Now such was the height of Greek fashions, and increased the heathenish manners, though the exceeding profaneness of Jason, that ungodly wretch, and no high priest, that the priests had no courage to serve any more at the altar, but despising the temple and neglecting the sacrifices, hasteneth to be partakers of the unlawful allowances in the place of exercise.
In the place of exercise. The priest won't even say nothing to him. Just like the pastors won't say nothing to him now. Oh, you can get more of them if you let them dress how they want to dress. It's all right if he's sagging, if he got on his do rag. It's all right. Compromising. You don't do that. Go ahead.
Um, Hasten to be partakers of the unlawful allowances in the place of exercise, after the game of discus called them forth, not setting by the honors of their fathers, but liking the glory of the Grecians best of all.
Liking the glory of the Grecians best of all. So the Grecians, the Greeks, Greek mythology, they'll give you a lot of money. They give you glory and put you on TV if you go against the Most High. Same thing back then. Same thing we doing right today. Putting off the Most High and taking on worldly glory as if it's gonna last. It's not. Let's go to Judges 16 and 25. What made me even go into this study, um, sister on Facebook, Chael, Jasmine Jackson, if I'm saying her Hebrew name wrong, she posed a question about why would all these grown men want to watch two grown men? She was talking about the Mosley and what's it, Mayweather fight. Why would people want to watch this? And she said, I know the ladies want to watch this, but I can't understand why men do. And this scripture came to my mind right here off the top. Judges 16 and 25.
Judges chapter 16, verse 25. And it came to pass, when their hearts were merry, that they said, call for Samson.
They got Samson in a prison, and all the people on top of the roof drinking and partying it up. So they say, let's call for Samson. Go ahead.
That he may make us sport.
That he may make us what?
Sport.
That he may make us sport. All right, we're going to look this word up, sport. Read that, the highlighted ones. This is what sports mean. Now, we know it's about athleticism and all this, but it ain't a good thing. Go ahead.
A particular form of this, especially out of doors. Diversion.
The what?
Diversion.
A diversion. What does a diversion do? It distracts you from what's real. Go ahead.
Recreation. Pleasant pastime. Jest, fun, mirth, pleasantry. What he said in sport was taken seriously. Mockery, ridicule.
Hold on. Read that again.
Mockery.
Mockery.
Ridicule.
Ridicule.
Derision.
Derision.
They made sport of him.
Made sport of him. That's what they doing to Samson. They made sport of him. Instead of it being in the big dungeon and you fighting lions and tigers and bears, it's still the same Greek white men in the big box watching you, making sport of you. Go ahead.
An object of derision, laughing stock.
Laughing stock.
Something treated lightly or tossed about like a plaything.
It's not a good thing, folks. You've been had. Go ahead.
Something or someone subject to the whims or vicissitudes of etc.
Man, that's what sports really mean. You are laughing stock. You're being made a mockery. They giving you some paper to do this, which ain't gonna be no good in a minute. When the stock market crash, your paper is gonna be nothing. So it means nothing to them to give it to you in abundance. It's nothing. It's not silver. So it's nothing for them to give this to them and give them these cars. But we see when they had the lockout that year, players was about to lose everything just that quick. Been in the league for 5, 10 years. Soon as the lockout happened, they was about to go broke.
Pawning in Detroit, they was pawning their cars. I seen it.
So just that quick, they feel like they got it, but they spending way beyond their means. Now, it's more than just than Nike. We're gonna go into Adidas to show you they part in this. Read it. Don't say the video, but read that. We're going into Adidas now and show you who behind Adidas is. Matter of fact, you read all of it.
Okay. Okay. People still say it's not true. Saying Jabulani is an African term.
Saying Jabulani is an African term. Go ahead.
Blah blah. The word Jabulon was created in the 1700. This term Jabulani is no coincidence. The logo Adidas is a pyramid structure.
It's a pyramid. It used to be just the 3 stripes, but now it's the 3 stripes in the form of a pyramid. That's no coincidence. Go ahead.
Many brands like Cat, Head, Puma, all are in control by the same people.
All in control by the same people. So this knocking out more than just Adidas. Go ahead.
They run things and we put them in charge because we are the consumer, the sheep.
Go ahead.
The Adidas, Jabulon, Manchester, UTD, City Football Soccer Premier League. Yeah, Master Mason, God Freemason, Masonic.
Master who?
Master Mason.
Master Mason. Go ahead.
Freemason, Masonic Lodge. Satanist, demon worship, idol.
Satan's demon worship idols. So this god, Jabulon, is behind this. Now you look at Jay Z's album. Now the three stripes make sense, even though he ain't a